Howdy, this is a quick guide on how to get the starter Pokemon in Legends ZA. This is going to be a guide for how to do the starter side missions for specifically the KALOS starters, and also how to find and how to hunt for the shiny starters, or rather the locations where you can actually hunt them. So that's pretty much it. Let's get into the first one. First up is going to be Froakie, which you guys can find in Sector 8 in the Jean district, specifically at this area, the North Boulevard. If you go right here, you're going to be able to find a man who's going to essentially give you a bit of a quest. You're going to have to do some scaffolding runs against a Froakie obstacle course. Basically, you're going to have to run this obstacle course about, I want to say, 3 times, and after the 3rd time, you're finally going to be able to be given the Froakie. So essentially, the first one is going to be right here at the place where you first meet them. The next one is right behind, like literally right behind the area you first did it, and the second one, or rather the last one, is a little bit further at the top of the map, but it's really easy to see because you can literally track the actual side quest at the beginning of it to make sure you know exactly where to go. Once you've done this, you can get yourself the Froakie. But also, once you've done this, whenever you actually end up in the future maybe wanting to shiny hunt for a Froakie, you're now actually going to know the location of where it's going to be. However, the ability to catch more than one Froakie in the wild is not possible until the post game. Once you reach the post game, if you go over to Route 16, yes, or rather Wild Area 16, that is where you can find Froakies in the wild that you can catch and add to your team. To find Fennekin's side quest and side mission, you gotta go to Magenta Sector 2, right in this area here. Now, if you go to this place, what you're gonna end up finding is a older woman with a Fennekin that looks to be sick. Apparently, the woman suggests to you to go to Café Classe, which is in the middle section of the map, to go and find a man who is a herbalist who may have a solution for this. If you want to find out where that location is, we can simply go down here, and this is Café Classe right here. It is in the area next to Vert Sector 4. So if you go here, you can find this old man, speak to him, and he will actually give you something. He will give you some information. He tells you to go to Wild Area 5, and he tells you to go specifically to the Bleu Sector 1. Bleu Sector 1 is essentially only accessible if you go underneath and find a bit of a tunnel. If you go through this tunnel, you'll end up in an area where there will be some angry scolopedes and stuff. If you climb the side, you will find an item that glows red. If you pick up the ones below, those are most likely not going to be real, and you don't need those. The one on top of this tree actually is the real one that you need. Once you've gotten it in your hands, you can go back to Fennekin, and once you're back at Fennekin, that's it. You just give it to it, and Fennekin now joins your team. But that's not all. If you want to actually go and get more Fennekins in the post game for shiny hunting, for example, you can literally do that too. Well, how do you do it? Well, you go to Route 18, or as it's called in this game, Wild Area 18, or Wild Zone. Basically, the Wild Zone 18 becomes available in the post game. After you're done with the main story, it will become available, and it's a place you can go to capture yourself Fennekin in your team. So definitely do that, because hey, if you want to have it shiny, this is the only way to do it, because the ones from these events that you do, these side missions, they are shiny locked most likely, so you're not going to be able to get those in shiny. And finally, of course, we have our friend Chespin, who is the by far easiest one to find. So you just gotta go to Wild Zone 3, and right next to it is a restaurant called the Restaurant Le Wow. Here you will find a car, a Chespin, and a woman. If you talk to her, she'll tell you that, hey, the Chespin seems a bit angry and towards her or something, so maybe you should battle it. And you battle it 3 times. Yes, you have to battle it 3 times, and after those 3 battles, it will join your team. However, if you want to shiny hunt for Chespin, because maybe you want to have that mega, chestnut in the shiny colors, then you're gonna have to go somewhere else. That being, we're gonna have to switch things up and specifically go to this place, which is Wild Zone 17. Now, I will tell you something very, very important. First of all, if you're gonna be shiny hunting in this place, you have to first go to the post game. You have to finish the main story first before you can find it here. And number 2, make sure to check for Chespin on the rooftops and on the ground, and also check at day and night, because different Pokemon spawn at different times. That is very important to remember. It's very important in this game, and it's something that everybody should know. The time of day definitely makes an impact on which Pokemon you're going to find. So just keep that in mind, and that's pretty much it. Also, make sure to complete the tasks for Mabel, because that's how you get your hands on the shiny charm, in case you want to go shiny hunting for these starters and having the best possible chances. So that's it for me. Thank you so much for watching. Sorry if this video is very long. I try to keep it short, but that's it. Have a great day.